Hey guys, what is going on? It is Ando, and today we've got a cool video looking into the coolest guy, right? That's going on in GAC, and his name is Malicos. So, this is going to be all focused on the .gg data that was just uploaded. Like I said, just a real quick video this morning. He's been pretty dominant from my experience, as far as at least on defense. I haven't put him on offense, and anytime that I've been attacking him, it's for usually pretty bad banners, but I've always won. I actually, well, take that back. I did try a little experiment, but just want to look at the data overall, show you guys the numbers, show you guys what's working, show you guys what's not working. So, real quick. So I just have it to where and sorry, I put this on, dark mode because it's super bright whenever I don't have it on. So it looks a little weird. But basically all I have is any of the members. I want just the squads that have, Malicos in it. It is, you can't see what's highlighted again because of its dark mode, but it is Kyber 1, Division 1, and then I did select that they should have a Datacron, and the attackers should have a Datacron, and the defenders should have one, right? So I want to see this. Now, the one thing that I could get further into is, Omicron, right? He's pretty, those GAC Omicrons that he has are pretty transformational. And so, yeah, that's definitely something that's being left out of this picture. But all in all, right? So with all that said, it looks like people are winning at about a 65% chance first time go. Now, that's obviously pretty crazy. That's like GL levels. Like, that's not even just like, I'm pretty sure if you look up like JML at this point, it's going to be a lot higher than this, the win percentage. The average banners is also very low. That would be something that you would honestly see more in 3v3, and that we have about 3,000 battles for us to look at. Now, I'm surprised. So by the data, if you're going a non-GL route, it looks like the best case for you is that we get about, a 78% chance that we win with Treya. That's about the highest that it gets as far as non-GL, with the exception of Malgus. Now, Malgus, I'm calling him a non-GL, but really with his Omicrons, there's a lot of characters that just you're gonna need a GL there or Jedi Knight Cal. And so if you look down here at Malgus, right, this is a 96.77% win rate. So that's obviously the highest that I've seen from actual, non-GL counters. But again, I guess, the counterpoint to that is that this one is going to require 2 Omicrons. So very rare resource, and it gets about a 60 banner win. But yes, that's a problem, right? This is going to become a problem for us. I'm surprised. I used gas the entire time. I never got close to losing. So that being said, though, I do have a pretty, nice gas. He's R9 plus I have an R9 5s. There was one battle where I lost 5s due to sacrifice. So I know that that's possible. I'm just surprised because I think that maybe we could take a look at this, because it feels like the ones that like baby Cal here really just boost up his damage. Oh, and it's very interesting because like this first one where I'm seeing that he's not there is actually the best one. So yeah, I mean, it's 100% win rate. It's very interesting because, like I said, I really thought with Jedi Knight Cal in here that we were gonna see, a boot or a dip, because his damage goes through the roof. I mean, by the end of the battle, I think my gas was hitting for like 200k per hit. Like, it just with all of his protection ups that he gives out, yeah, the team just kind of boosts up what gas 501st can do. So very interesting to see that maybe Cal is still the best in that slot. So anyways, let's see if we can remove this really quick. Oh, All right, it's taking its sweet time. But yeah, so again, back to Malicos, right? So he's been pretty transformational as far as what GAC is about. But yeah, the GL counters, they start to get pretty good. You know, SLKR seems like he's really strong against them. Obviously, JMK is really strong against it. And I was looking through the rest of this, and I didn't really see any other like very good off meta, like non-GLs, so to speak. It really is kind of limited to Gas 501st, Treya. There was some Empire like Star Killer stuff going on, right? It's 61% clip here. So I guess JML actually does okay against it as well. Now I'm going to show you guys how I've been using it. Now I don't have the Seer Omicron, and it would be interesting to say like, hey, maybe we should check for who has Seer Omicron, who has Malicos Omicron, at least one, right? To get a better picture about what's actually happening here. But that being said, I'm going to just show you guys what I was doing with my Malicos, because I don't have Seer Omicron. I don't have a Sokotano to Relics, or Fulcrum to Relics. So a lot of my squad that like you're seeing on the screen, it's just not there yet, right? So I was running it with Ray, right? And you could see there wasn't that many battles. I think it's like, well, we're about to see. I think it's like, yeah, it's less than 100. So only 54 battles. And, I guess I was multiple of those because every single round I got, someone had to clean me up. So, you could see here right now, right? Like this is the traditional Star Killer team here had a 8.33% chance of winning, right? So I'm not saying that this completely nerfs Star Killer or anything like that. I'm not saying it makes it completely impossible, but I think it does really affect it, right? So yes, that being said, you can see there people do win with it. My squad particularly was this top one, right? So I did this, and we can go take a look at my history, like what people were doing. But yes, it every single round, last round, it held. Now I do think there might be an easier way to kill this, and it's actually this one. This is what my thought was, that Gas 501st would be your best chance of killing it, because of but there's only one attempt, so we don't know for sure. But this was, if I had to throw out a guess on what non-GL could kill this easier now, it would not be Star Killer, it would be Gas. So set 9 has been hugely important for Ray. I do think that once set 9 goes away, depending on what set 11 is to replace it, I do think that this team probably doesn't become as viable anymore. The big reason why is you lose you lose Ben's Omicrons, right? So we could go take a real quick. I haven't looked at my GAC history if it's updated. So this was my first time experimenting, right? I tried Night Sisters thinking maybe they have a dumb AI. Maybe they'll still get stuck on zombie. And with, the plague always kind of inflicting, I wanted to see if we could still get the kills. But I clearly didn't. I was, obviously our first match, we didn't really know what damage that Terran Malicos was giving out. His AoE just was too much, right? So even though they did attack zombie for the first few times, and it ended up killing Cal because of it, his AoE was just striking my team members and they were just all dying. So, and maybe, maybe if this was a 15% health and protection cron, maybe it would have been different. But yes, that was definitely not good. Anyways, let's go take a look at what he used on my Ray. And like I said, I haven't looked, but I do know. So he tried a JML first and he got Malicos out. Then he tried his version of Star Killer. Didn't work. But he got Ben Solo out, which isn't surprising because I don't have Solo's revive Omicron. tried some bounty hunter stuff. He tried some Jedi stuff. And then tried JTR. Got, I guess, baby Cal out of there. And I don't know if, I guess I was his, oh, I guess, and then he used Trench to clean up for the 6th attempt. Okay. And none of this is like a dog on them. Like, I mean, we're just all just trying to figure out what my opponents used against it to figure out if you guys want to try it for yourselves. And then let's check out what this opponent used. Don't see it. Is this, no, this is, where is Ray? Okay. It looks like he used EP Star Killer, got it to everyone but Cal, it would seem. And then how did he clean up Cal? Just like it looks like a resistance JTR comp. So I thought it held 3 times. I guess this one only held twice. So I guess I was mistaken. I thought I could have sworn that I had a 3rd time. Maybe they just backed out. Almost positive my screenshot shows that there's 3. And then round 3. And this is the one that it just held. He didn't beat it at all. Let's see here. Okay, so he first tried EP Star Killer as well. He got Terran Malicos out. And then he tried GG. And then he tried Troopers. And then he tried SLKR. And it still didn't work. So the long story short is, it seems like your first shot, you can get Terran Malicos out, but then you still have to deal with the Nightmare Squad and it being preloaded and all that good stuff. So, you know, again, why I used it like that is because I don't have a Seer Omicron. I don't have Ahsoka Tano Fulcrum, you know, to gear 13 or even relics. And so, the other thing too is I only have one Ben Omicron, which is the heal immunity one, which is to prevent C. And right now, set 9 is enough of a deterrent to where you can prevent C, just because you could kill the rest of the squad and get it down to a solo Ray, but you're just going to time out on solo Ray because you just don't have enough damage to get through the bolt crons, right? So C is open up to this, and that's why I also said that, you know, this team probably is going to die with set, you know, 9. But that being said, we don't know what set 11 is going to be. Maybe it's going to be a buff to him. Maybe it's a buff to all UFUs, right? Every single person on this team is an UFU, so who knows? But right now, this team probably dies with set 9, just due to that. So I think it's pretty convincing that it is a counter towards, you know, Star Killer. I think the data does kind of support that, or at least makes it a lot harder. The other thing is that once you kill Terran, you now actually have reactivated Ben Solo's Omicron, because now all these guys are light side unaligned force users, or just, I think it's light side allies. So his Omicron is back on the table. And so this team is pretty hard to kill. But yeah, anyways, guys, just wanted to give this quick video about like how good Malicos is, what I've been using to counter him. Like I said, it's been gas 5 of first. It hasn't failed me yet, but the data does support that it might not be the best counter out there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you guys in the next one.